What's going on, YouTube? YouTube algorithm. Bring my people to me, all right? My name is Sierra B Magic. If you don't know me, I'm back on YouTube doing readings. I am on TikTok as well as Sierra B Magic. So if you're interested, by all means, come see me. I'm not going to do the same content here as I do on TikTok. So you're going to get fresh readings, fresh content, fresh channelings every time I get on here. All right. So let's see what's going on. It's hot in my car, and it immediately made me think it's getting hot in here. And then I saw somebody go like this with their collar. Somebody is pressure. It's pressure around here. I was going to pull from this deck, but I'm actually going to pull from my meme deck, which is more like a tea deck, because I feel like Spirit got some tea around here. I feel what I'm getting off the top of my head is there's some sort of secrets that are coming to light, and somebody feels like they're about to get caught up. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm seeing 555 on a license plate as it passes by. That energy is gonna start getting more and more prominent in the collective. You know why? Because we're already in the age of Aquarius. We have been for about 4 or 5 years now, maybe even longer. And everything that has been hidden, it's almost like time is up. Like the Me Too movement, time is up. I know I'm kind of talking, I'll get there, just give me a second. On this card it says energy vampires. I feel like there is a dark collective of people, very, very dark, of different, races, creeds, ages, colors, don't matter. And they have been hiding some very, very foul things to people that never deserve them, people that have just been minding their own business. And those things are coming to light. And the folks, many of the people, look, they're going to lose their shit when it happens too. Many of the people that are responsible for these heinous crimes and doing the things that they were doing, they are in positions of power. They are seen as leaders. They're seen as respected members of their community. And in the dark, behind the scenes, they ain't shit. And that's what's coming out, okay? So, let me give one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on. Holy and divine benevolent source, what does the collective need to know about this channel message? For some of you guys, this is generational. This is an entity or energy that has been attaching and trying to attack. I'm hearing the feminines in your family, but it doesn't have to be. It's just been trying to attack you, your family, for generations, and it ends with you. And there's something that you did that your family has not done, and it's changing. It's changing the game. It might even be just something as simple as you walking away from things. This says go with the flow, open up emotionally. That's what it is. It has something to do with your emotional connection, some sort of healing that you've done within yourself. Yep. It says good job, you've woke up. Left the illusions behind. Spiritual awakening. Took the blue pill. You're on the path of spiritual enlightenment. Very nice. Very nice. And people are confused about that. Says the fuck. Total confusion, irrational behavior, actions didn't get the desired results. So let's get into it. The goal of this entity, energy, this thing that I'm talking about, because this is generational, was for you to stay stagnant, was for you to stay small, was for you to not connect with your higher self. And that clearly did not happen. Good job. It also has something to do with self-love. They didn't want you to love yourself, and they wanted your actions to reflect the lack of self-love that you have. So, and I'll speak about myself, because I know what my journey has been and how I got to this point. There were times in my journey where I was choosing people way more than I was choosing myself. I was listening to people more than I was listening to myself. I didn't even know what an intuition was. I wasn't trusting it. Therefore, I wasn't putting myself first, and I was getting caught up in situations where I had the worst people around me, and I was giving to them liberally, and they hated my guts. And so when you learn how wicked people can be, and how you need to protect your energy, you start doing that. But not only did I start protecting my energy, I started to love myself more, make better decisions, you know, have healthy boundaries. That ain't just for me, okay? Yeah, this person or this entity energy is very, very upset because something is not working. What did I say? Actions did not get the desired results. What else does this collective need to know right now? I'm just going to do a couple of small, short readings. What else does this collective need to know about this channeled message, Holy and Divine Source? This is someone who constantly wants to argue. Actually, you know what? No. This is you. This is you. This is somebody wanted you to go along to get along, and that's the curse that's being broken. That's the cycle that's being broken, is you standing up and speaking out about injustices, about messed up stuff. So remember I talked about that hot under the collar energy. You spoke out about something that makes you look like you're arguing. It makes you look like you're a contrarian, like you're just going against everything. And I just saw 156. That's been a significant number for me, so I'm gonna share with you. Take it as it resonates. You might want to look it up. But this is someone who opposes most opinions and is argumentative. No, you're not argumentative. You are just presenting the bullshit as it is and telling people where they can go and what they can do with it. That's all. Look, world energy on the bottom of the deck says you did it. I am talking to someone who knows they are a generational cycle breaker. They know that they have come here to see things differently, to do things differently than most of the people around them. And for that reason, you've been a target. But you did it, baby. You did it. You have a reason to celebrate. Your dreams will be fulfilled. Cycles closed. Don't play with me, man. What else? What else does the collective need to know? Hoes mad and they watching you. Literally. The hoes are mad and they're watching you. So if you had energies that were kind of like working against you in secret, in silence, they are finding it very difficult to hide their disdain for you. So they might not show you directly, but if they feel like they're around people that don't speak to you or around people that don't like you as well, they all sitting there and talking about you. Let them talk. Let them talk. God really about to give them something to talk about, okay? Because we're going to get back to the other deck, and I want to, stop it and get some help. I can't make none of this shit up. These people are mentally and spiritually unbalanced. They hate you because your balance comes naturally. It comes from the Most High. You could be a Libra, gang, you know what I'm saying? But no, there's a level of balance that you just have that's innate. And so even when things go wrong and people expect you to lose your shit, you don't. Cool, calm, collected. Cool is the other side of the pillow is what you are. And I just saw 818. That might be significant for you too. Somebody born on August 18th, perhaps. Mentally and emotionally and spiritually imbalanced. And these people try to project their lack of balance onto you. And when you realized it, you said, oh, okay, I'm gonna go even harder on, making myself better. This is heavy professional and personal development. And I said professional because this could also just be within your job. All right. That's too many. Let's get one more from here and then I'll pull again from the tarot and we'll shut it down. Okay. So yeah, air sign energy. I said this could be an air sign. It says, hang on, let me overthink this. Let's see what this other card is. Oh, okay. And when it comes to your intuition, do not overthink it. The things that Spirit is telling you about these people is true. Trust yourself. So this card says, ooh, snap, speaking your truth, someone being exposed. I told ya. Public humiliation. If you were already planning to speak on something, continue to do it. Don't let your mind talk you out of doing what's right. Don't let your mind talk you out of doing what's right. But also protect yourself, because there is a card. I don't know if there was I have a card in this deck that kind of represents narc collapse and people kind of like really losing their shit. So if you feel like you're about to trigger someone who could possibly be violent towards you, be very, very careful, okay? Let's get a couple of tarot cards and then we'll finish this. Oh, shoot. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my little mini reading. Like I said, if you need any additional assistance, personal, something past a general reading, you can email me at sierrabmagic@gmail.com. All right. Ooh. Yeah, since you left, somebody took a L. Oh, well. What else does this collective need to know? Somebody wants you to come back real, real, real bad. I don't know how this is playing into the cards that I've already pulled. We just talked about entities kind of like getting caught up. I feel like somebody thinks that if they pull you back into some sort of dynamic that they won't get in trouble. That's bullshit. The writing is already on the wall with this one. There's no taking this back. There's no taking this back. Somebody feels like taking it back will like fix something. There's no fixing whatever this is. There's no fixing whatever you've done. This is like, you see how he's stealing away. This is funny. You see how the Seven of Swords is indicative of somebody stealing from the camp. This could be enemy camp. That's even worse. If you stole something from enemy camp, but it was like, say it was cursed, but you didn't know the item was cursed. I'm just making up some shit, right? And now you have to put it back. How you gonna do that? Somebody is trying to put the can of worms back in the can. No, it's done. 12-12 on the timer. It's done. Something is done, and you just gonna have to sit with the consequences. So now the question is, what are the consequences? What are the consequences of whatever this person, energy, entity has done? They're gonna have to sit in regret for a little while. Ooh, wait a minute. Outside of the club and can't get in with the Five of Pentacles. Feeling undecided, can't move. It feels like some sort of whatever they wanted for you is going back to them. Let's make that very clear. Whatever energy they wanted for you is going back to them. So if somebody wanted you to be broke and desolate and without any support, that's where they're going to be. Excuse me. If they wanted you to be confused and conflicted on where to go and what to do, that's how they're gonna be. Bottom line. And I'm going to say this because I mentioned something about entities earlier. Yeah, it could be an entity. It could be something, an energy that has been working through low vibrational people, not only in your life, but in the life of your family members that have come before you in order to prevent you from reaching some sort of goal or following through with some sort of destiny. It doesn't mean that it's not your destiny if it doesn't get done. It just means that it's not the time, right? So there's this destined closure or completion or healing that's needed throughout your bloodline. And it comes to everybody. But if they don't do it, then it goes to the next person. And so, the can has been kicked to you, but you've done the right thing. You've made some significant changes in your life where you have healed from this type of energy. You understand healthy boundaries. Whatever the kind of like that plague is for you and your family, you know what it is, and you're doing your job to get rid of it. So you shouldn't even be worried about that. But if there were people that were used by lower vibrations to try to keep you stuck, distracted, you see that distraction? Y'all heard that? Right. To keep you distracted from your goals, they got something coming. You know what I'm saying? In the words of T.S. Madison, everybody working, getting paid. You hear me? Let's get some last cards. I love y'all. Man, Tower, quit playing. This tower, if it was blocking forward movement, man, full speed ahead. Let's clarify the tower just so we know exactly what we're working with. Yep, can't make it up. I said the tower is blocking forward movement. Ace of Wands is coming after this tower. The Empress is coming after this tower. The Ace of Pentacles is coming after this tower. You did your work. You sacrificed what you needed to do. You sat on the sidelines and clapped for people when you knew it was your turn, when you knew you deserved something. And now it's time. Now it's time. And you, man, listen, I love y'all. I could talk about this for hours. I'm just really, really grateful of where my collective is, and knowing that everything is getting better from here. 2026 is fucking up. You hear me? Send me something in the comments. Let me know if you resonate with this. If you need any additional assistance, I already dropped the email. Everything you need is in my bio. I love y'all. Have an amazing day.